Alrighty, let's get after it. First things first. Wouldn't whole episode last time without doing that. 4/8/2025, 4:41 p.m. We got a few things have happened since. Well, actually, for starters, Kyle's back.
Yes,
He's back. He wasn't here last episode. I'm sure he was dearly missed by everyone, but he's back. Welcome back.
By all 6 people.
Yes, dude. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's 6 more than when we started.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. And I love all 6 of you.
Of course. Even though they're probably mostly our relatives. I mean, they are almost all relatives, I'm sure. Actually, we haven't heard from Matt in a while. So if you're still there, drop a comment.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Haven't heard from him in a long time. But, hey, run us through your Friday.
Friday was awesome. Obviously, the Cubs win their home opener. Not really much of a great game per se, but handed the Padres their first loss, so that was nice.
That's awesome.
Win the home opener, that was nice. The weather, it was a little chilly. It was like mid-40s and shady all day, and windy, very windy.
It rained too, didn't it? Or did
we
it not rain?
We didn't get any rain until we were in the car for about 5 minutes after we were leaving. So we missed all the rain, thank God.
That's pretty fortunate.
Yes. Yeah, it was a good time. I will say, like, I didn't really get too fucked up, honestly, though. Like I kind of intended on doing.
You can't afford to.
Dude, yeah, well, so they raised the prices at Wrigley.
Yeah.
I was informed of that. Someone who mentioned that. Someone mentioned it right before we went, that they raised beer prices and stuff.
I think like for domestic is like 15, and then like a premium, which is just like a Corona, is 16.
Yeah, I got a craft beer from their like craft beer stand, which they do have all new craft beers. Like
That's
literally
cool.
every single one of them is new. The one that I tried, I didn't like. And also my stomach, this is all why I didn't really get that fucked up. My stomach has still been messed up. I referenced it, I think, last episode, saying that I wish I could like shit solid. The fucking Korean corn dog thing.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I could use that for a week. Yeah, that is still going on. My stomach is still destroyed. I've been like super bloated and having a lot of pain here and there. So I couldn't really drink a lot, and the first beer I had was absolutely shit. So that fucked my stomach up. But nonetheless, it was a 12-ounce beer, IPA, $19. I'm like, this is criminal. So then I was like, fuck it. I switched to Michelob Ultra, and they were 24-ounce tap, but it was still fucking $18.
Dude,
I'm like, this is just disgusting.
that's insane.
Yeah.
You go to a Sox
Yeah.
game, they're still the same price, $12.
Yeah. I mean,
Expensive. Nonetheless, I'm not justifying the price. That is still outrageous.
yeah, it is absolutely outrageous. Even the lady, because typical merch whore, new hat. When we were buying our hats and shit, me and Justin, the lady was like, "Hey, so I heard they raised the beer prices." She's like, "How much is it now?" And we were telling her, and she's like, "Jesus Christ!" She goes, "I don't think I'll ever drink at a game again." I'm like, "Yeah,
dude.
at this point."
You start pre-gaming. You got to pre-game every
Yeah.
single game from now on.
Also, couldn't do that really because, yeah, I had one beer at like 9:15 in the morning. I cracked one and then just got super bloated, felt like shit, blew my ass out before we left the house, and then I just stopped drinking until we got to the game. Like, I couldn't even.
It's not great. It's
No.
not great at all.
No, it's not. But, yeah, the game's fun. Traffic on the way home, the worst it's ever been, actually. So, coupled the Friday game ending at rush hour going into the weekend with everyone getting off work, possibly the worst thing ever. It took us 3 hours to get home. Like we got in the car like just before 4 o'clock. We got home at 7:15.
Yeah, I would have freaked out for sure.
Yeah. I was feeling a little bit better on the way home, so I drank my 4 beers on the way home. But because it was a longer ride home, we did have to stop and piss. And yeah, we weren't even like on a shoulder. We like pulled off on a shoulder right on the exit. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm whipping my peen out. Whoever sees it, sees it. I just pissed right there. People were just like honking left and right as they were passing by. I'm like, I just waving to everybody taking a piss. It was so funny. Traffic, there was a million fucking cars, dude. I mean, we crawled all the way home. So,
Dude, that is awful.
it was awful.
I would have just figured something like, you know what? There's got to be an alternate route. I can't take this.
Dude, it was crazy. So
Should have just taken the train.
yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the train, honestly. Like,
I can understand that.
I just hate it's fucking smelly and dirty, and I hate having to like time it out. And honestly, it's not so much the shore the what is it? Not the shoreline train. South Shore train.
Yeah.
It's getting on like the L
Yeah.
to
Like the
go
red
to
line.
the red line. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is ass. Like, cause that
Yeah.
one is packed tight. Like,
I've experienced it once. I went
Me
to
too.
a concert at Wrigley,
mhm.
and I'm like, yeah, this is insane. Like, yes, there's like no seating. I mean, granted, it's like tourists. It's literally people just going to Wrigley, but
Exactly, which is why I'm like, I'm not getting on
and
the fucking
you're scattered homeless person or whatever. But
yeah. But yeah, we
You'll have that in the
end
city.
of the night at we went to Langle's and got some food. That felt good, and then we went bowling at Plaza Lanes.
nice.
Didn't do great. Kind of got better as the night went on, but yeah, it was a good time. It was fun.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Missed quite a bit in the last like few days of not being able to do that podcast. Like that one, there's like so much big shit going on. Obviously, well, I think it was before. Was it before that? Now my whole timeline is all messed up
It was before.
because I had shit saved.
Actually, no. It was after. You talking about Ovechkin?
Actually, wait. Yeah, it was after. I did want to talk about because we seen while we were at Langle's, I watched live the Capitals and Hawks game was
Yes.
on, and I watched him tie the record that night. So that was sick to get to see that. I didn't know the game was on at 11:30 in the morning, the one he broke the record in.
I didn't know that. I don't watch hockey, so yeah.
I wanted to watch
I was
it.
clueless.
Wanted to watch that happen, and yeah, did not get to watch it happen because the game was at 11:30. But for anyone who doesn't know, Alex Ovechkin is now the NHL's all-time leading goal scorer, 895 career goals. He did it in the exact amount of games that Wayne Gretzky got to 894 goals.
He could have done it against the Hawks, but he said it would be a disgrace to do it on an open goal.
Yeah, he
Or
didn't. He
open
did not want to do it on an empty netter.
Yeah.
So that was pretty badass
It was
too.
pretty cool. And also, shout out to the NHL. The Mavs should take some notes. They let Ovi drink beer afterwards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Luka wanted to drink beer afterwards after games and stuff, and they told him no.
yep. That guy babied him. He was like, "I'll take that."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
It's like it's just water.
It was pretty crazy to think of how insanely similar their situations were. Someone posted this, which I was not aware of. Wayne Gretzky, I think it was he scored his 894th career goal, his last goal, against the Islanders. Alex Ovechkin just broke his record with goal number 895 against the Islanders.
That's pretty cool.
I'm like, what? I mean, the exact same amount of games, the exact same amount of
awesome.
goals, the same teams. I mean, it's crazy.
What we need to understand too is that this record is going to keep climbing.
Yeah, that's what's nuts is he's not done.
Yeah,
like
it's not like it was the last game of his career. Like even just the last game of the season. Like this is gonna keep continuing to go on.
yeah, it's pretty insane to think about. And I think all in all, like in total, Wayne Gretzky's like professional goal. He has like 1,100 goals or some shit, or like
Yeah, it's insane.
1,054. I forget what it is, but
It's crazy.
it is crazy. But Ovi's got to be up there too. He's been in the playoffs a lot. Yeah, it was nuts. There was something else I wanted to bring up. It was older. Oh, it was from last week. I really, really would have loved to talk about this because it was fucking mind-blowing. Did you see the Nuggets lost that game to the Timberwolves in double overtime when Jokic dropped 61
Yeah.
points?
Yeah, I saw that.
Dude, did you see how they lost? Basically because it was Russell Westbrook. Dude,
No.
it was abysmal. They So let's see if I get this right here. They're down 138 to 137 with 20 seconds left. Westbrook misses a foul shot. Then they're leading 139 to 138, 9 seconds to go. Westbrook blows a wide open layup. Just absolutely shits the bed. And then stands there in disbelief because he missed. The ball goes back down the court with 1 second left. They still had the lead, and Russell Westbrook runs down the court, fouls a three-point shooter, gives them the free throws, and then that's how they end up losing the game.
Dang.
On a 61-11-10 night for Jokic.
Yeah, he went off.
He is superhuman.
And they fired their coach. Today, the Nuggets fired their coach.
What is up with teams doing that?
I don't know. I think I saw just right before this, the last four teams to win the NBA Finals have all fired their coach.
Well, that's not right because the fucking Celtics didn't fire their coach last year.
Or whatever. But I don't know. Something like that within like the last recent years.
It's just weird that these teams are doing it like middle. Because who else just didn't? Was it the Grizzlies or the Was it the Timberwolves?
Yeah, I think Timberwolves was one. The Heat was one. And I don't know. I don't remember. Don't care really.
But like middle to late part of the season when you're like about to go into the playoffs?
Yeah.
What the fuck sense does that make?
I don't know. I truly don't. It makes no sense to me. This is why I don't know. I think the sport of basketball is just kind of abysmal.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Just like the national championship last night. I didn't even know that was on last night.
Yeah.
I did not know that was on last night.
Really?
I woke up this morning and like seen posts about it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even know that was on.
It was a fantastic game.
I heard it was abysmal. I heard it was like the sloppiest play you've ever seen.
No.
There's just threes being shot that should not have been because they were missed. I heard from like multiple people today say that game was just like the worst fundamentally played game you've ever seen in your life.
That is just absurdly and patently false. It was not that bad of a game. It was a really great fucking game. This was two of the best teams in college basketball history.
That's the problem. It's college basketball.
Yeah. I mean, obviously they shoot a lot of threes. Like that's inevitable. That's going to be the case.
And they shouldn't.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
They really need to start coaching that.
Florida had a shitload of turnovers, though. I don't know how the hell that they even kept it close enough to win. Shout out, I guess. Florida gets the win over Houston. Most of you guys probably know that already, but they were down all game. Like Florida had the lead. It was like 8-6. And ever since then, they were at that. From that point on, they chased the entire game until the last less than a minute. It was nuts, dude.
Crazy.
I mean, the defense was incredible. It was getting chippy. It was fucking awesome. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really good.
Yeah, I had like that again. That just speaks volumes on how little I pay attention to that because I had no clue that was even on yesterday.
Yeah.
Why do they put these championship games on Mondays?
Yeah, it's a little weird, but also it's kind of like always Monday, like after the Final Four ends Saturday, so it's like that Monday the championship comes up instead of making everyone wait a week, which is nice, but yeah, being on a Monday is not.
It's stupid, dude. I mean, like think about it. It could be more of a spectacle if people could do it on the weekend.
Absolutely, yeah,
just
that
like
is
the Super
a valid
Bowl,
point.
like the day after. You know,
hey,
we should move it to Saturday.
That's a good point. I didn't save it, but yeah. My Uncle Jack actually texted me 2 points that he thinks were worth a shit. One was that the Super Bowl should be moved to Saturday.
Yes.
So that, obviously no one has to go to work the next day. I basically just said, yeah, I mean, I've argued that the day after the Super Bowl should just be a holiday.
Yeah.
But that same shit, basically, tomato, tomato. And then there was another suggestion that he had in there that I cannot remember what it is because I don't have the text message anymore. So sorry, Uncle Jack.
Just remind him for next time.
Yeah, remind me again next time. Text me right now if you're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. Also, too, it's just quick on basketball still. Did you see, like, last week that the Hawks had, like, a layup thing, like some kind of layup tryout thing to, like, win a prize or some shit? It was, like, their halftime, like, show. And this dude was going up for a layup, dude, and fucking tore his ACL.
Oh.
Some random fan. It was crazy.
Who pays for that?
I don't know.
Because I'm thinking like,
I don't-
if,
it's got to be him. You got to sign a like disclaimer or
that's
some
what I'm
shit.
saying. Unless like, do they have him sign a waiver? Because if not, then he could be like, you guys are paying for this.
Yeah, for sure they're making people sign shit to do anything, but that's just so tragic. I mean,
That's a yikes, dude. Because think about all the people, and now you're about to go viral.
yeah, it was very funny. I mean, he's not, it's just funny because you just see him slip. It doesn't look like much happens. Like he just, as soon as he gets under the hoop, he just slips and goes down to the ground. He just starts holding his knee and rolling around, and they're like, oh. I got a kick out of that.
Yeah, shout out to that guy. That's super embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as I think I sent you the video. Michael Rubin, the Fanatics CEO, throwing a baseball.
Yeah, that's an old video.
Yeah, I've talked about it before, and I didn't have the video,
yeah.
so that's why as soon as I saw it, I'm like, oh, I need to like,
I
need to save this.
I did rewatch it in case it was a new video. I'm like, oh, maybe he made another video
He's,
and
like,
as a joke to like,
been
oh,
in the
look
lab
at.
trying to like, look, I learned how to throw a baseball.
Yeah, been in the lab. Yeah, he's still throwing 45 miles an hour and like what would be 40 feet to the right of home plate.
Dude, oh my god, I'm like, this guy.
The form is just impeccable.
This guy is in charge of making your favorite team's merch. Like he is in charge of this. He's a sports guy. Actually, he's probably not a sports guy. He's just a billionaire.
A fucking dork.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just making his money. I mean, it's abysmal. If I can get the camera to focus, I could show you guys. Let's see if I can get yeah. There you go. There you go. We had to watch it. You guys had to watch it too.
Yeah, I mean, just
At 39 mile an hour that was clocked at. So even worse.
I think he throws a second one. He gets up to like 45 or 47 or something.
Probably.
But the throw was way worse too.
It was. Oh my god. I just can't fathom. Like, didn't you play t-ball? Didn't anyone like teach you how to throw a baseball or throw anything? I mean, you know, people just like casually throw stuff to one another all the time. I mean, at least I do. And people are like, hey, like, can you hand me that and just toss it over?
Yes. It's like a natural thing to want to throw everything, basically.
Yeah, and then like kind of look cool catching it too. Like, yeah, that was pretty sweet. You know, like I don't know. Definitely not that guy.
No.
But so kind of transitioning over to the NFL. We've this page on X we've talked about saying how they might be like just one of those pages that's just like can't take NFL rumors.
Oh, okay.
They got community noted today.
Oh, shit.
It says the Eagles have been linked to Dolphins' Tyreek Hill.
I did see that.
Yeah, community note says no source is cited, and this account has been known to make up tweets for engagement, and then lists examples. There's a link for examples.
Hell yeah.
I need to pull this up. I need to see these examples. Okay, so these examples are kind of just too much, so I'm not doing that. Like, just too much to go through. But either way, yeah, we have discussed this this page before. So now they can get added to the list of Dov Kleiman, ML Football, and now NFL Rumors has joined.
I'm also going to go ahead and just go ahead and preemptively put JPA football, I believe.
Yes, that's another one too.
Yeah, they got the NFL logo in their thing, and
yes,
it just
ripped off the NFL logo.
Yes.
Yep, I agree with that. Circling back to the Cubs, though, we should have talked about this to start off. Did you see your boy Kyle Tucker is
been on an absolute tear?
Yes, but he is the player of the week for the NL.
Yes,
because he has gone 9 for 23, and in baseball terms, that's amazing. 11 runs, 3 home runs, and 8 RBIs.
Yeah, he went 3. Did you say? Oh yeah, I guess at the week it doesn't really matter, but he went 4 games in a row with home runs.
Yeah,
I mean he's just been
also,
nonstop.
Your first baseman, I don't remember his name, but he's been kind of getting dragged through the mud ever since that error.
Justin Turner.
Yes, yes, I can't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah,
but yes, I've been seeing that a lot of people were not happy on Cubs Twitter.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Or
they shouldn't
Cubs
be.
X.
I don't know why we honestly signed him. I guess like you could say like veteran presence and this and that, but like he's 40 fucking years old. Justin Turner, when he was on the Dodgers, like, maybe 8 years ago, he was really good. 10 years ago, he was really, really good. He was kind of like a fucking killer.
10 years ago.
Legit.
It's just like funny because it's like very White Sox-esque
Mm-hmm.
to be like, yeah, this guy, like, you remember this name?
It's very Cubs-esque too. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's very kind of Chicago.
I was just gonna say
'Cause,
Chicago-esque because
the
the Bears
have done that too.
Yeah.
Like, you guys remember this guy?
What the
Yeah,
fucking
he's on the Bears now.
with the Blackhawks just this year with fucking Pat Maroon. Like we got Pat Maroon, we got Big Rig out there. It's like, dude, he's been in the league for so long. He's won how many championships? He's won like he's won 3 championships with 3 different teams, or 4 championships with 3 different teams. And it's like, and now he's on the Hawks. It's like, dude, Patrick Maroon. It's like, okay, well, I mean, we're the worst team in hockey, so he's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
And Justin Turner, I'd hate to say he's probably pretty washed though. I'm shocked he made that error at first. That was shocking. It's more his bat that I think is would be lacking. I did not expect him defensively to also suck, but
You'll have that though.
yeah, shit happens. But on the bright side, I mean, the Cubs have been playing some great fucking ball. Like they've been playing some really good ball. They've been putting up a lot of runs. They've been hitting, pitching. Oh my god. And it comes down to that game too. We blew that. You're talking. That's the same game that we blew like 7-8 or 8-7 or some shit.
Yes.
Yeah. Get Ryan Presley off the team. Why do another fucking 40-year-old that we signed? Like what, dude? He's gonna be. No, he's not. He is terrible. He's fucking terrible. When we signed him, I was like, isn't this guy like 55? Like he has like solid gray hair and he sucks. He has no control. He's ass, dude. And as soon as he came in the other day, I said that. I'm like, oh, we're going to fucking walk someone and then we'll just end up letting a couple base hits up and we'll just blow this fucking game right before the 9th inning so that we can choke and lose. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Because I'm like, oh, here we go. We put this fucking dick in. It pissed me off, dude. It really did. Our bullpen is once again in question. Like, we just, it's our pitching every year, like for the most part. Last year was our hitting, but our pitching is just never. It's a lot like the Bears. We can never have like good offense and good defense.
Yeah, it's literally one or the other.
We get a pitcher like Shota who goes, 8 innings, 8 strikeouts, 3 hits allowed, 1 run allowed, and the Cubs are like fucking no hits. It's like we're getting no hit when that happens. It's like, dude, there's no way. You gotta help the guy.
Yeah, it's relatable, to say the least.
Yeah. But yeah, that's been exciting. Cubs baseball's been really fun. Baseball's been really fun. There's been a lot of cool shit happening in baseball. A lot of really interesting stuff. This was an old tweet too that I did not get to mention last episode because it was relevant to our conversation about the torpedo bats and we were talking about it. But the Associated Press, so rip off of the Associated Press, obviously. Said in response to Yankee torpedo bat, the Red Sox signed the Iron Dome. And they posted the picture. I got a really big kick out of that. I thought it was very funny.
That is pretty good. People are so quick on the internet, dude.
They are.
They're so quick.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Another one who's quick. Tweet from Jeff Passan. Braves outfielder Jerks and Profar got suspended 80 games for PEDs.
Yep.
Somebody commented on it and was like, who would have thought the guy that sucked ass for the first 10 years of his career, who was all of a sudden the hottest player in baseball for the last 2 years, was on PEDs?
Dude, you know what that reminded me of? Did you ever see the movie The Night Before with like Seth Rogen? It was like the 3 dudes. They like, you know what? Let's go party like how we used to before Christmas.
No, I don't think I've seen it.
So, I mean, it's like a stupid funny movie. But yeah, like one of the guys is like a professional wide receiver, and they're like, "We know you're on steroids. You're 32 years old, and now all of a sudden you're good." So like as soon as I seen that, I'm like, "Dude, that's like the same thing in that movie."
Yeah,
that was pretty funny. That's pretty good. Shout out Vladdy though, Vlad Jr. 500 mil, 14 years.
Oh, we just got a deal done. I didn't see that.
Yep, the Blue Jays, 14 years, $500 million.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
He got
He'll
that
never
show
get a
money.
ring. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Um,
Speaking of Shohei, did you see the fucking, again, this happened last week, so pardon me for being like so behind the ball here, but these were like bigger things that I wanted to talk
it's
about.
fine.
Their game against the Braves when they were down 5-3 for the majority of the game.
His walk off.
Dude, I watched that fucking whole game. Like I don't know why, but I was like, you know what? I should watch the Dodgers game. I'm like, just to watch Shohei, really. And that team is so fucking good. They are fun to watch.
They're stacked.
I hate the fucking Dodgers, but they're fun to
stacked.
watch. Max Muncy, who was batting at the time, batting like 0.83, hasn't hit shit this year so
That's
far.
awesome.
Was trying out the torpedo bat his first 2 at bats. He just kept getting jammed, kept getting out, and then he came up in the 8th inning, 7th inning, 8th inning, with 2 runners on, and they're like, oh, he switched back to his normal bat. They're like, man, you know what? He's had some real struggles so far, but, if he could just hit a double into the gap right here, I'm sure it would clear his mind of everything. And he hits a fucking double into the gap, clears the bases, ties the game. And then, it goes into the 9th inning. It was Shohei Ohtani MVP bobblehead night, and he comes up to bat, first fucking pitch, takes it to fucking left center.
Dude,
it was nuts.
You kind of just gotta pitch around him. Or how were like the bases in this situation? I'd like just intentionally walk the guy.
It was empty bases.
I would have just walked him. I mean,
I
would not throw to Shohei.
No, it's not worth it.
Like in that situation, I'm like, yeah, I'm just not gonna. It's too like,
yeah.
If it was like bottom of the 6th,
different story.
It's completely different because you think about the nerves that are going on. It's like, dude, one of like the most lethal guys in all of the MLB right now. And he has the potential to walk this game off. I'm just like not gonna throw to him.
He does not crack under pressure either. He's not. Yeah, he's not one of those.
He's like a statue in the aspect of like just no emotion. He's just there to fucking play good ball, and that's it.
Yeah, that's
literally it. It's insane.
It's so entertaining,
dude.
He
is not human.
No, he's not. And that's what's so funny because literally as I'm watching it, I'm like, watch him hit a fucking walk-off. Like, if he hits a walk-off here, it's just insane. And it's the first pitch. And it looked like shit. Like, it looked like it just barely caught the end of the bat. It looked kind of
effortless. I saw the clip.
Yeah.
It just looked like.
It was like, oh, this is a pop fly. And they're like, oh, and that one's going back. I'm like, what the fuck? How is that out?
It's like, see a ball.
How much power does he have? Like.
Yeah, it's probably insane. I wonder what steroids he's taking.
They'll never tell you.
No. A lot of guys still. So I was actually like in a deep Reddit thread. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. It's Reddit.
Yeah.
With stuff like this. But they're like, so basically, what happens every year is the MLB gives like organizations like a list of like things they're going to be like testing for. So what they'll do is just make a different form without these certain things. I believe it. Look at Seiya Suzuki, dude. Again, this is the example I use every single time I bring this up. Look at him like his rookie year and the following year, his neck grows like 3 inches in diameter. People would say, well, he just put on muscle. 3 inches of neck diameter is a lot. Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, he's just been training with the iron neck in the offseason.
I guess, dude. He's training with an iron needle. That's what he's training with.
More than likely. Yeah. I don't doubt it. I truly don't doubt that that's like real. That they do that.
I mean, I would definitely believe it.
There's got to be so many people. Same shit with like the NFL too, where they're like,
any of them.
It's like they're all on shit.
Yeah,
it's just a matter of
100%.
getting caught. Like shit, even in the UFC, it's the same exact thing. Like you talk to like a lot of listening to a lot of fighters, they're like everybody's on something.
Yeah,
like everybody is on something.
I mean, I believe it. I had seen, this is kind of super roundabout, but it kind of has to do with the MLB still. It's just about Bryce Harper. Because I was thinking, like, people are on stuff. I'm like, yeah, like weed and stuff, too. Like, players do that. Granted, the MLB is, like, treated as alcohol. Who gives a shit anymore? It's weed. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm for that. But the perfect example I had seen was Bryce Harper. Bryce Harper comes up on my TikTok. And the reason why I thought about this is because it was, like, Bryce Harper's face when winning one of the most prestigious awards in baseball is like holding the Silver Slugger trophy. He's like stone face. It's like Bryce Harper when making a banana bread on my TikTok For You page. He's like huge smile. But like in all the videos I've seen that he's like making food, I'm like, That guy is
He's
so stoned right now. Because he's like all squinted. His eyes are like super bloodshot. He's like giggly the whole time. Some of the stuff he makes though, I'm like, look up. I'm sure it's even like on YouTube. Look up like some of the stuff he makes. Like it's like damn, that actually looks really good.
I want to check that out. Yeah, that's pretty funny actually.
Because like his banana bread, he like cut a banana in half, just like make it look nice on top, and like put the 2 banana slices on top of the loaf. I'm like, dang, like he actually like takes pride in his baking. And he'd make some ribs. Those looked good. I mean, they looked pretty good. I'm just see if I can find a photo of this. Bryce Harper banana bread. I'm just gonna look that up.
Oh, Bryce Harper's banana. Oh
Yeah.
God.
Don't look at my search history. Okay, so that's TikTok. Let's see if we could just find like a picture. Yeah, just look how stoned he looks. Let me see if I could get this over to you. Can you see it better there? Here, let me see if I can turn it. I need to find like a picture that's like more zoomed in.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely looks like he's toasted.
Yeah, it's banana bread. I think it's like chocolate chip banana bread too.
Oh, that sounds so fire.
That
right
does
now.
sound really good, actually. I'm like really, really hungry. I haven't eaten much today, so I'm like actually like really hungry. That sounds amazing though. But yeah, Bryce Harper and his banana bread.
Bryce Harper's banana bread.
And then, dude, he like has just like tons of reels that like he just does. Let me see if I can find Bryce Harper
Ooh.
ribs. I actually don't know that was a good thing. Okay, so this is the TikTok of him making ribs. I thought about it after I had typed in ribs though, that like photos like this were gonna come up.
Shirtless pictures of his abs.
Oh, and then he made another. This one is him making his perfect cold brew. He's an Eagles fan, just in case you're wondering, I guess. Or I don't even know if he's necessarily an Eagles fan or just the fact that he plays for Philly. But yeah, I mean, wholesome things.
Interesting.
Yeah, and he gives you his recipes every time. Like he's making everything. He lays out. It's like a, like a video you'll watch people like
Like a
making
regular person would make.
Yeah.
Not a guy who's worth like $100 million who plays
something.
baseball
Yeah, like
for
one
a
of the
living.
best players of MLB.
Yeah.
He's just like, I'm like, the first time I saw it, I'm like, what the hell? I'm like reading through the comments, and people are like, oh, I see that he's having a good off season. And obviously, the bunch of comments are just talking about how high he is.
Speaking of high, Shane Smith might be pretty high right now. The Sox are in a good one with the
Guardians.
The Guardians. It's 0-0 in the middle of the 8th.
Yeah, Shane Smith is dealing today though.
He's given up 2 hits, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk.
Yeah, he's absolutely dealing.
I think Tyler Gilbert's in now. Shane Smith,
That's what I'm saying.
who?
Is this guy? Who?
I mean, so far this season,
The
not
White
half
Sox
bad.
starting pitching hasn't been like absolutely abysmal.
It really truly hasn't. I will say that their
It's
starting
just been the
pitching
bats,
is,
dude. The bats just need to get it going.
yeah, the
Our
lack of-
relievers, our bullpen, honestly, we're kind of in the same situation as the Cubs right now. Our
Yeah.
bullpen is kind of dead.
Yeah.
It's not great. We'll see though. I mean, I don't know. We just need to get the bats juiced. We need something to just get the bats going. We need the boys to heat up.
You know what they need to do, in my true opinion, and I did think this watching a couple of the Sox games. They need to just commit to the idea of the rebuild. Get rid of Luis Robert,
Dude,
because
we've
I
been
truly
rebuilding
think
forever.
I think he's a cancer. I think he's turning into a cancer. I think he has been so good and been a star of that team for.
He hasn't though. He's barely played. He's been injured.
He's been their best player though by far in the last 3 years.
I don't feel like I see negative reports though, like him really even saying anything.
Not saying much, but I'm watching the games, watching his body language. Like
I'm sure
so
he's probably,
far,
like just fed up with being in this
That's-
atrocious. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Like he's like this right so far he's got 31 at bats, no home runs, 1 RBI, 161 average.
not good at all.
Yeah. He's got 5 hits,
He's also
11 strikeouts.
where they putting him like second. They're like second in the lineup.
Yeah, they're putting him in a weird spot, but yeah, his body language to me is just so fucking bad.
Yeah, I think again
He does have a hit tonight. He's 1 for 2 tonight right now.
It's not great. It's just it's a terrible situation. It doesn't look to seem to be getting any better.
No.
For the in the foreseeable future for this team, because again, this team is garbage. The MLB should like instate something to just like punish or penalize owners that don't do anything about a garbage team. Like, do something to kind of force not even just Reinsdorf, but like all owners to be, and this goes for all sports, to just put together a competitive team, so we don't have dog water teams.
I was just hearing something about this. I swear to God, and I don't remember where or who was talking about it, but it was something very similar, I think, where they were saying like,
I just think it should be a thing.
yeah, where there's like a tax of some kind or some kind of like penalty to where your team like to keep it competitive. Maybe it was on like Pat McAfee show or something when they were talking about like college football because of NIL and shit now.
It's a problem.
It might have been something to do with that, like how they were tying it in. I'm not sure, but yeah, it definitely, yeah, because look at a team like the A's too. I mean, it's just, it's kind of horseshit.
Yeah, it is. It truly is. Like, dude, something needs to change within all sports. Within all sports. Like, granted, the NFL kind of like forced Dan Snyder to sell Washington. They need to do that more often.
There was a lot of shit going on with that, though.
Yes, granted, Dan Snyder had a lot of other underlying issues, but.
And in all fairness, they did. I don't know how the MLB works, or really any other organization works. I don't know how often the owners actually meet up. You know, like I know in football, like the owners all fucking like they're the ones that get together to like vote on shit like that.
Yes.
I would assume baseball does the same thing, that the MLB does the same thing.
I would imagine,
but maybe not, because I don't know, like the Astros with their fucking punishment for cheating in the World Series. I mean, it was like Rob Manfred was the only one that was. It's like, oh, the commissioner decided. It's not. It's not like, oh, all the other owners voted. I'm like, fucking take the trophy away, put an asterisk next to it, you know, get rid of the whole team. Instead, they're like, just fine them like $5 million and
you take the
fire the
trophy away,
manager.
like, what do you do with it at that point? Just like, well, just melt it down, I guess. I don't know. I mean, what do you do with it? You know?
I don't know. You just take it away and you put an asterisk next to that. Like,
put it in a closet, like,
yeah.
And it's like, yep. You want something cool?
Hey,
watch this. That's their World Series.
After we break your team up and you guys become complete dog shit for the next 5 years, if you win the World Series after that, we'll give you this trophy back. And they just put a little X through 2017.
Yeah.
And they just scratch it out and they write like, you know, 2033 next to it. It's like, fuck them. Here you go. Cool. This is the one you get now. Like, so you'll never forget what you did.
Yeah. Shout out Altuve in left field too, for those that don't know.
Yeah.
He was a second baseman, and now he's in left field,
which is so weird.
Yeah, a very small man too. Very small.
Very small man.
He's like 5'6".
Yes.
He's like 5'7" in like professional sports measurements. Not great. What I wanted to talk about there when you had talked about brought up like NAL and college football. Did you see Travis Hunter running routes at his pro day?
No, I did not.
So there's a video of Travis Hunter, and like people are like, "Whoa, he did run routes." He was getting absolutely clowned because his routes, people were like, "This is the route you run, like playing backyard football against your cousins." Like it wasn't a pretty route. He ran straight, like hesitates, left, right, left, and then breaks left. I gotta show you the video. I gotta look this up.
Yeah, I'm interested to see it actually. I've seen a lot of people shitting on, and I did not watch it, but Shedeur Sanders' pro day too.
He looked like garbage.
People were like, "There's a major flaw in his fucking thing," and I'm assuming I'm putting two and two together here because I've seen another video of someone talking about it, that he's like tapping the ball before he throws it.
I saw that, and yeah, a lot of people.
And someone posted a fucking montage of Aaron Rodgers tapping the ball, Brady tapping the ball,
yes.
Matt Stafford tapping the ball before they throw it. They're like, yeah, this is why this is stupid. I'm like, yeah, it's.
Yeah, there was a guy, I forgot what player it was, but he like came out and said, basically, you're an idiot. You don't play professional football.
Yeah.
And yeah, you don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's not.
What? Yo, that looks like some shit I do.
Breathing. Like all he wants to do is run another 6 rounds.
That was
No, he's smiling more than he's
Is that the
breathing.
only one?
Like
This
all
is
he
like the
wants to do
only
is run another
clip.
deep
Of
ball.
course. So people are just picking out one. What would the rest of his
Yes.
pro day look like? Is that...
But yeah, like people are clowning him. They're like, "Would you ask Travis Hunter to run a route on pro day?"
It did. That was some goofball shit.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty, but yeah, I usually hate Dion like in the light when it comes to things because I think he's kind of just like a hardo and understands that he gets a lot of social media clicks.
Mm-hmm.
But he did have one good point. So there was an NFL scout. They didn't say who or what team, whatever. But he was like telling the players like how how to stand and like release to run. And he came up and was like, "No, screw that. Don't listen to this guy. You do you." And I was like, actually for the many few times I was like, "Whoa, like Dion actually kind of cooked there. Like that was actually pretty good." Like yeah. Like why would you want to change it? These guys have gotten to this point by doing what they've done the way they do it for years.
Yeah.
That's why they're here. Why would you be like, yeah, you're going to change this now and do it this way?
Who was this that was telling someone to do that?
Some NFL scout at the Colorado Pro Day.
Yeah, that's like a little whack because it's like, well, how about you wait? How about I get drafted by a team first, and if the team wants me to change something, I'll do that then.
Yeah.
But like for now, yeah, exactly like you said, I've been doing this for years.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I usually hate Deion Sanders like in the spotlight. Not saying wasn't a great player or isn't a good coach, but I mean you could argue against a good coaching thing, but
I don't
That's
know.
neither
He
here nor
took
there.
Colorado from fucking 0 to hero.
are they hero? I mean, they had
Compared to
like,
what they were,
yeah.
I mean, they're national talk of the town now.
but
Everyone
a lot
talks
of it is
about it.
because being like flashy clowns, and then when they play a real team, they get their doors blown off.
I mean, it's valid.
Like-
That's a valid point as well.
And then when it came out that Shador was taking sacks to limit his incompletions,
I know, padding his stats.
that's crazy work, dude.
That is, yeah. That did piss me off when I found that out.
I'm like, this is insane. I'm just very interested to see how this QB draft class turns out.
Me too.
I feel like this draft, like the entirety of this class is going to be very weak.
More than likely.
I'm just very, yeah, I don't know. I don't have high expectations. I just feel like there's going to be a lot of these guys like, whoa, I completely forgot about him. That is going to happen. I feel like that's going to be a thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of probably going to be like a Trevor Lawrence situation, in all honesty.
Yeah, where like he's the only one who's actually still relevant out of his draft class.
No, I mean, well, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's kind of true, but even still with him, he's not done shit.
Yeah.
Like all he's done is gotten paid.
Yeah, I mean, he had that playoff, the comeback win against the Chargers.
Yeah, he's had one playoff
Yeah.
win. They talked about him like he was going to go down as one of the greatest draft picks of all time.
They do that all
He's
the time.
one of the
Like,
most
every
I know,
hyped
that's-
up, like big wins a natty.
That's why I'm saying, like, right now, it's like that's
Joe
what
Burrow
this-
is kind of the exception. Granted, you can argue he hasn't won a Super Bowl, but he's been to a
the
Super
talent is there though.
Yeah.
But like you could see the talent with Joe Burrow is there.
Bowl.
It's
They
just
give
easy
him
to
a
talk
defense,
shit.
dude. Just give him a defense.
Yeah, it's easy to talk shit on him because like they obviously haven't won anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, the talent is clearly there.
talent's
Trevor
nuts.
Lawrence, I mean, I could picture that being like.
I feel like
that's-
Trevor Lawrence kind of got the yips.
yeah, right.
Like he has gotten to the point where it's like
Which is crazy though.
it's just been so much bad where he's like, dude, I'm just like cooked.
Which is crazy though, because he doesn't miss games. Like that was the other thing. Like this past
Was the
season was
first
the
time.
first time he ever went out, and it was like,
Yeah.
damn, props to him. Like he's a tough fucking guy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't know what I don't know. They're gonna be a lot better now that they got what's his face down in Duval.
Why can't I remember his
I'm
name?
forgetting his
God
name.
dang it! I just looked this up too.
Oh my god, yeah. With I keep thinking John Spytek, but that was the GM from the Bucks that went to the Raiders.
Liam Cohen.
Liam Cohen, yeah.
Yeah,
Duval.
that was abysmal. That dude.
It went around 500 times.
If I see my head coach doing that, I'm like, yeah, we're doomed. 3 more years of misery. We are doomed.
Hey, I'll tell you what though, that was just as cringy as goddamn, forgetting his name too. The head coach of the Cardinals,
Oh,
Jonathan Gannon.
yes, dude, he's another
When he
guy.
came in, he's like, pew, 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 doing the finger guns and
Dude.
shit. And fucking, I mean, it was.
And that's why that team is not good.
They're not bad, though. Like, they actually, from what they were
That
complete
is
dog
true.
shit. They at least looked relatively competitive last
Yes.
year. So, I mean, like, props to them. And he's kind of building the culture there. They're kind
Do
of.
you think the Cardinals regret?
Regret?
Do you think they regret taking Marvin Harrison over Malik Neighbors?
No, I don't. To me, none of that. I don't know. I don't
Granted,
think they do.
the argument is for Marvin Harrison is that there's no supporting cast, like really to take the eyes off of him. But Malik Neighbors really doesn't have that either.
That isn't true at all. I mean, well, if
They have
Trey
Trey
McBride.
That's it.
Who's like arguably the number 3 tight end in the league,
That's it.
and also just got paid.
He did.
Highest tight end in NFL history. Highest paid tight end in NFL history.
We discussed this. Don't worry.
Did we? Was last episode? For some reason, I thought that happened over the weekend.
It might have been actually my solo episode. It actually was.
You
yes.
might have brought it up then.
It was, yes. But
Yeah, I mean, the
nevertheless.
Giants have no supporting
they
cast.
don't. That's what I don't understand. Is like
But they don't have a run game or anything. Like
They
the
don't.
Cardinals, at least, it's like James Conner out of the backfield. Not saying they have a lot, but I don't know why it didn't work necessarily down there for them. But
I'm sure he'll figure it out.
I'm not.
I also think it's just the thing of like Marvin Harrison, who his father was, or is. He's not dead. Who his
Yeah.
father is, and just the expectations where it's like, dude,
That's what I
you're
think.
going to
is
be
it.
nuts. And it's probably also too focused to the fact of not having his jersey for sale. It was like just 2 months ago that you could finally buy a real Marvin Harrison Jr. jersey. I'm sure people were probably walking around in them after they obtained them from the wholesaler. We'll just say it that way. From where it's made.
Yeah, there was a lot going on for him. I'm not.
Yeah,
Too worried about it.
I'm sure the lights are pretty bright. I'm not saying he won't be good. I am just kind of upset because I had high expectations and drafted him in 2 fantasy football leagues.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but this might be the year to draft him again.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
never
I'll
know.
probably ride it out and see what happens.
You might be able to get him pretty low.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Maybe like 6th round. That'd be nice.
Yeah, get him just like keep him on your bench.
Yeah, 100%. Put him in the flex every now and then, see what happens.
Yep. Yes, sir. Exactly.
We got our Dynasty League draft coming up soon.
Nice.
So I'm interested to see how that goes.
Speaking of, I mean, fuck, when's the NFL draft? That's like a couple weeks away, ain't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like, really
I think
soon.
we're like 20 days away.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That is crazy. It feels like just last week.
Well, players came back to like spring training camp like yesterday. Like
Yeah.
like the optional like mini camp
Yeah.
thing. They were back
the
yesterday.
optional / not optional.
Yeah,
'Cause
April
they like to-
24th to 26th. It's being held in Lambeau. That should be kind of cool to go to.
24. Yeah, wow, 3 weeks. Holy shit. It is fast.
But then it gets like it's super dead after the draft. The draft is like the
Yeah.
last major thing to happen. Then it's
Mhm.
like nothing.
Which it just to me is so like weird in my head right now
Sorry.
because like I've never watched a draft.
Last year was the first time I ever watched the draft,
Same.
just to see,
Caleb Williams and
Caleb
like
Williams.
I was interested.
After that, I was like, nah, all right.
But I'm
That's
not
it.
gonna lie. Now after being like I shouldn't say a little bit, like even a lot more involved in football this year than ever, I do actually plan on watching this draft.
Yeah,
and I'm
I'll
gonna be
watch
very excited for
The
it.
first round for sure. Probably some of the second.
I feel like it was just last week that I watched Caleb Williams get drafted. Like it feels like that. Like I don't know how the fuck the 2024 season already.
It flew by, dude. And yeah, it flew by.
Like we're already at the draft. Like 3 weeks from the fucking draft.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we talking about? Football feels like it. I don't know. It's crazy.
Insane. God, I could really get deep right now. I've been like having like an existential crisis lately because I'm like, dude, I hate like the fact that I wake up every day and I'm just like, can't wait for the weekend, can't wait for the weekend. And I'm thinking like, dude, I'm just wishing like my life away. I'm like going
Yes.
through the days and I'm just like, oh, the weekend. And I'm like, oh, weekend's over. Can't wait till the next weekend. I'm like, God, I need to like start like going out and enjoying things every day.
Like just cherishing every day.
Yeah.
Being thankful for being alive every day.
Yeah,
Being
I'm
healthy.
just like, God, dude, like, and it was like really probably, I'd say like 2 weeks ago, I was really like, I even like talked to like one of my friends at work. I'm like, dude, I sit here every day and just can't wait. And I'm like, and life's like flying by. And I'm like, you can't wait to get to the weekend. I'm like, I need to like, start like living. I'm just existing right now. I need to start living, man. I had like a stoner, like, I mean, I don't like smoke weed or anything like that. I don't do drugs, but I'm like sitting there. I'm like, dude, I need to start living and quit existing. I'm like,
yeah, that's.
being all
I've thought of that
philosophical and stuff.
I've thought of that for a long time. Like that thought crosses my head easily once a week where I think of that. Like
It's just crazy.
because it is true. I'm like, because I want it is you
I
just
need a
start thinking
vacation,
about
dude.
so much shit that like
I need a
man,
vacation.
when did this happen? Like how did this happen so long? I'm like man, it feels like it's been so long since this, or like we're just like thinking back on stuff and and then you're like man, well it's probably because I rush through my life 5 days a week and like pray for the 2 days that are waiting at the end of it, and then those 2 go by and
It's awful.
because you're enjoying them, they go by fast, and you're like, damn, how'd the weekend go by so fast? This week's gonna suck, and like, it's just really easy to like dwell on how bad the week at work's gonna be,
Yeah.
how bad every single day is, and you can't wait till the weekend. It's like, yeah, no, you just gotta be happy every day. You gotta try to be happy every day. It's not easy. It's very easy to forget. It's like probably like 20 seconds from now, I'll forget that I'm saying that, and I just get caught up and get pissed at something again.
Yeah.
And that's what typically happens.
Dude.
But yeah, I do try and be mindful of that too, because mindful. What the fuck did I say? Mindful?
You said
Right?
mindful.
I did.
Yeah.
It sounded weird coming out. I don't know why. But yeah, that is a very valid point. We
Yeah,
all need
so-
to be more mindful.
Exactly. You guys heard it here. Start living.
The Mind
Stop
Eyes
existing.
podcast.
The Mindizer podcast. Yes. We're, start living and stop existing.
That is a big thing. Like that is exactly like a fucking. That's like most people just
Yeah, it's like
exist. You
going
don't
through-
live.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Going through the motions.
yeah, dude, I need this like show to blow up, dude. I can't. I need it. I just like need to be able to like. I guess I'm not saying I don't have free will, but like have free will in the sense of like every day is like, all right, well, just back to work, just another day. I'm like, it would be cool to do something somewhat different every day. Granted, we would still be making episodes, so recording and stuff like this, but it's like, oh yeah, dude, like actually we're gonna go throw out the first pitch
Well, to get something
at a Sox game.
to do something that you love.
Yeah,
Like something that you actually enjoy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm actually getting paid to have fun.
to literally just sit here and talk and just have fun. Like, I mean, I like my job, I have fun at work, but it's like, dude,
But not like fun.
Yeah,
It's not the
it's like,
same.
this sucks.
Like if
This
I
sucks.
get paid to go to baseball games and like report on baseball games and shit,
it'd be awesome.
like travel the country and do of course.
It'd be great.
It's
But,
ideal.
yeah, one day maybe.
Yeah, one day. Well, you just got to keep that's what's funny is the irony of that is like, man, I just want to fucking be able to go have fun and like not have, and it's like you have to put in the work to be able to get to that point.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
it does take time, and you just got to be patient. Kind of just like with the week, it is, just be patient. Take your time, enjoy every day. Eventually, the thing that you're looking for, if you keep working towards it, it'll happen.
There you guys go.
I'm talking to you
Talking to all you guys.
right there. You.
Yeah, all 6 of yous. I'd say that's pretty good though. You got anything else?
I do. I did have
that's fine. I
one.
was say that was an awesome spot to be like, you know what, guys, and with that,
I do. I know that would have been a fun way to send it off. I did have one really funny thing that I wanted to talk about because it boggled my mind when I found this out. Oh, also shout out the Dolphins left tackle Teron Armstead retired after 12 seasons.
oh, I did see that. Shout out to you. Happy retirement. Enjoy. Go exist. Or
Go-
go live.
go live. Yeah,
go live.
exactly.
Don't exist.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Coexist.
Coexist.
Yeah,
Like the bumper sticker.
coexist with life.
Yes.
So that thread, there was a thread that went around on X that was absolutely incredible. Someone posted a thing that says, does anyone have any random fun facts about a very niche subject. I'm bored and love learning random things.
I did not open that thread.
Holy fuck, were there some interesting ones in there. One of my favorites that I think is, I don't know, I just love it. Someone said Barilla Pasta, the pasta brand.
Yeah.
Barilla Pasta has a Spotify playlist. Each playlist is the exact length of cook time for the varieties of pasta. Press play, drop the noodles, music stops, al dente noodles. I looked it up. It's fucking true, dude. It works. They have 50 playlists for every style of pasta.
That's awesome.
I'm like, that is sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was super hyped on that, actually. That's how you know, like, you're getting old. So I'm like, dude, I'd never know when to fucking take
That's
the noodles
fire.
out. Like, it works perfectly.
Did you know that like most of the avocados you buy, like 95% of them, you're supporting cartels?
Yeah, I've heard this before, I think.
Yeah, because they bought these avocado farms because obviously, the DEA and all that stuff, the war against drugs,
Yeah.
their profits were getting cut into. Like, well, people love avocados. Just go buy some farms.
That's kind of actually insane when you think about.
I mean, hey, you can't hate on a man just trying to live and earn some decent coin. I mean, granted, he's probably done some bad things, but it happens.
Here, I want to say there was a couple more on this thing, and I wanted to. But this is. Let's see, that's a stupid one. Whoa, that's a crazy. October 31st, 2000 was the last time all of humanity was on Earth. Since then, there has always been at least one person in space.
Well, that's kind of crazy. That's weird.
That is a insane fact. This was the other one that I really liked that I want to test, and I cannot wait to test this summer. I'm so fucking pumped for this. Crickets are basically tiny thermometers. Count the number of chirps they make in 15 seconds. Add 40, and you'll get the temperature in Fahrenheit.
What? No way.
I've heard something similar to that before, so that's why I was like, that actually might be true, so I can't wait to try
We
it.
got to remember that because that would be nice to do.
I'm going to screenshot that because, yes, I do want to try and remember that.
That would be cool, actually.
Yeah. And that thing with the curfew, travel curfew.
Oh, yeah.
So apparently that's like an SEC team thing.
It's stupid. I'm so tired of the SEC and their stupid
The
Southern
reason
ways.
that it's a thing is because any game on a Sunday, they want the kids to be able to make it to class Monday. That's their excuse for having this travel curfew thing in
Most
place.
of these
But
kids aren't
obviously-
even doing their own homework, okay?
No, Grok is doing it for them. And
That and probably like Brock and Jock. I don't even know, like dudes that they hired. I mean, just look at Johnny Manziel. As soon as he got there, he had like a personal driver and a golf cart, and he's like, "This is the team that'll be doing your homework." He's like, "Oh, he's like, yeah, you focus on football."
Yeah,
And that's Texas A&M. That's supposed to be like a good boy school.
that's funny you brought that up because that's the team that was involved in that thing.
Yeah. Just
It's kind of whack.
it's crazy. It's insane.
It's a bullshit excuse to have a stupid rule in place.
100%. It's stupid. It's dumb.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I think that does it for me.
Send
I
it
think.
off there.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, follow, share, subscribe,
And live.
and live. Don't forget to live. Most importantly, don't just exist. Go do something cool. Go do something cool and drop it in the comments and let us know what you did. And yeah, I think that's that. I gotta get ready for. I'm gonna go hiking this weekend, so that'd be pretty cool.
Where at?
I'm gonna do like the 3 dune challenge thing at the dunes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never done it before. I've actually really never hiked to the dunes. I did like a mile into the dunes once, and it was
Mhm.
like the main entrance.
Yeah.
Then it started raining, so I left.
Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would not have kept walking in that shit either.
So I'm gonna do the 3 dune challenge. Yeah, me and my buddy Jake, we're gonna he's like, dude, we used to be like a granola couple and like just go hiking together. I'm like,
A granola couple.
I've never heard the
what
term.
the fuck does that mean?
Apparently, it's a thing. It's like a couple that like hikes together. You know, like he's doing hiking, eating like granola. I guess. I'd never heard the term, and obviously he meant like in a joking way, but maybe I don't know. But I'm like, dude, yeah, like awesome. I want to hike more this year. Let's do it.
Yeah, I don't mind doing that.
Hiking is awesome. Hiking
I
is
like
super
hiking.
chill.
Yeah.
Super, super cool. Let's hope I don't see any snakes. Unfortunately, you obviously can't carry a firearm in the dunes because
That they know of.
that's true. Because I bought snake shot for that exact reason.
Allegedly.
All alleged. And if it was purchased, it was completely legal. Okay? Again, allegedly. But again, signing off, guys. Don't forget to live.
Thanks.